Happy Friday to you all. Welcome to your power yoga class. Some new faces in here. My name is Claudia. Hello. Let's get started, please, in child's pose to begin. If you're not already there, just coming into it from hands and knees nice and wide, big toes touching behind you. Arms stretched out directly ahead of your shoulders. Allow your forehead to be in contact with the mat. Eyes are open, just nice and present. Just make sure this first posture in our practice feels really good. Just very welcomed in the body. Just nice easing open of the joints. Just trying to create a little traction. Walk your hands a little further ahead. Push your hips back toward your heels. Just noticing a little bit of a settling effect, letting go of everything that's outside of this room, just feeling yourself right here on your mat. This is a breath exercise above everything else. Also just noticing your natural normal breath in and out through the nose. And then beginning our breath exercise together, take a big inhale through the nose, fill the lungs nice and big until you feel that stretch between the ribs. And exhale, just follow your breath all the way down to the bottom. Again, take another big inhale through the nose, fill the lungs, fill the belly, just take your time. And exhale fully, completely, just following your breath all the way down. So simple. One more time. Take a big inhale through the nose, fill the lungs, fill the belly. Just keep sipping air until you find your fullest breath. Just a little bit uncomfortable. Feel that stretch and hold it there. Take one more little sip in. And exhale into your yoga practice. Just feeling a little bit of ease. Just knowing no matter what happens on your mat today, you can stay in contact with that ease. It's always there. Good. Tuck your toes, lift your tail, and come into your first downward facing dog. So we're always looking for the ease in each and every posture. And some of that's in the body, some of that's in the mind. Walk it out here, left heel high, right heel high, going for a walk-in place. The harder we work, the more of an ease we want to really stay connected to. Right now, just mobilizing your hips, your knees, your ankles. Continue to push out of the shoulders. Just get things moving around. Good, and then reestablish your downward facing dog and rise up onto the balls of the feet. Get the heels to lift up, open through the arches. As you do so, engage your quadriceps just a little bit more. Push out of the shoulders, so pushing your chest back toward the knees. Then stretch your heels back down to the mat. Bring your left foot 2 inches closer towards your right foot. Lock out your right leg, and on the inhale, bring the right leg up and back for a three-legged dog. Stretch back, reach back, keeping the hips squared off to the mat. So rotating the right hip down and then pushing firmly into the mat with your hands. Push out of the shoulders. Look for one strong line from right wrist to right toes. Return your right foot to your left foot. Lock out your left leg, and on the inhale, bring it up and back. Just trying to move with the breath. Simplifies everything. We move with breath, and when you're holding a posture here, just make sure your breath is moving easily. Excellent. Again, feeling that strong push out of the shoulders creates length, but also engage your left quad, point your left toes. Then step your left foot all the way to the top of the mat. Right foot follows, so you stand at hip width apart. Hold on to your opposite elbows. Ragdoll pose. Allow your head to relax. If you feel pretty tight, it's nice to bend your knees pretty generously. That way you can get the stretch in the back and then sway a little bit left and right, side to side. You can even shake your head a little bit so you feel your neck loosen up. See if you can feel your jaw start to relax as well. Just letting go of those first layers of tension. Take your big inhale. Exhale, drop the hands to the mat. Just feel the weight of your arms and your head as you slowly round up one vertebra at a time. Keeping your core gently engaged to support, but then stack the joints one by one. Really take your time through the middle back, the upper back. Good, no rush. That head will just naturally find its spot right on top of your shoulders. Once you're up, bring your feet back together. Feet are touching side by side. Good. Relax your arms at your side and just take a moment To find your gaze right in the front mirror, really establishing your drishti here, focusing on your own practice, keeping that gentle awareness of the room around you. Let's have a great flow today, great class. Inhale the arms, out, back, and up. Look up, stretch up as the palms connect. Exhale, swan dive, chin away from chest, long, flat back, all the way down into a forward fold here. Chin is tucked. Inhale to a halfway lift, gaze comes forward, back flattens. Exhale, plant the palms and step or jump back to your first plank pose. Nice. Thighs strong, core strong. Again, finding the gaze in the front mirror to elongate the spine and to really establish your presence with your practice here. Take a big inhale. Exhale, shift forward and then lower down. Find your strong chaturanga. Good. Then inhale, upward facing dog, shoulders back, gaze up. Exhale, roll over the toes, send the hips up and back, strong downward facing dog. Feet hip width here, gaze between the toes. Finding our flow, A series. Inhale, bend the knees, push the hips back, look forward. Exhale, step or jump between the hands into a forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Inhale, rise, arms out, back and up, look up, stretch up, palms touch. And exhale, swan dive. Just follow your out breath all the way down into your fold. Halfway lift, inhale, gaze is forward, back is flat. Exhale, plant the palms, step back to your plank, look forward, shift forward, lower down, strong, low hold, no rush. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, back into your downward facing dog. Good. And just finding that groove all together, right? Just feeling that one connected breath in the room. One more A series. Inhale, bend the knees, push the hips back, look forward. Exhale, step, jump, or float between the hands, forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale, gaze is forward. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise, arms out, back up, look up, palms connect. And exhale, swan dive. Just follow your breath all the way down to fold. Half lift, inhale. Exhale, palms flat, plank pose. Shift forward and lower down. Feel your strength in that low hold. Nice. Inhale, up. And exhale, back into your downward facing dog. Good. So part of this, like I said, this is a breath exercise. So start to feel your breath lengthen as we move through. B series. Inhale, bend the knees, push the hips back, look forward. Exhale, step or jump. Find your forward fold. Nice, Matt. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair pose, hips down, arms up. Good. Just take a moment to pause here. Ideally, we just rise with the breath. It makes everything very, very simple. Knees connected, sliding the hips back a little bit. These look great. So just warming up the lower half of the body, right? So as you sit down and back, just feel some of the big muscles in your legs and your glutes, everything starting to work. Then just pull your shoulders down. Make sure you're gazing up as long as your neck is healthy to really create the back bend. So look further up and back. Reach further up and back. Take your inhale and exhale, forward fold. Just feel that release. Half lift, inhale, recharging with the breath. Exhale, plant the palms back to your plank. Shift forward, lower down, strong low hold, feeling that pause. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, back into a downward facing dog. Good. Nice and simple, strong push. Make sure you're pushing your whole palm into the floor, feeling the fingers spread nice and wide, and stepping right into warrior one. Inhale, right leg up and back. Exhale, step the right foot forward. Drop your back heel and inhale your arms out, back and up, palms connected, thumb crossed. Make sure your back foot's connected to the mat. There you go. So you can square off your hips for this version of the posture. Left hip forward, right hip back. These look nice, everybody. Good. So when you gaze up past the cross knuckles of your thumbs, you're not just kind of crunching into the back of your neck. You're elongating. So you're just gazing up, creating length in the body, squeezing the elbows straight. There you go. Pushing your palms together to create all that length. Excellent. One more time. Try and draw the left hip forward by driving down into the back left foot. There it is. Good. Coming down just a little deeper in that front right knee. Notice your arms are firmly straight. Try to keep them straight. Don't bend the elbows as we move through. Straight arms. Big inhale. And exhale, open directly into your warrior two. There it is. Gaze is forward. Nice, strong, long posture. These look great. Good. Back leg straight and strong. Fabulous. Gaze is forward, just feeling your strength here. And if you feel like your right knee is kind of hooking in a little bit, just gently coax it open, opening from the hip. Nothing to kind of crank on, but just think in that direction. Good. Supporting here. Outer hips hug in. Lift it up out of the joints. Beautiful adjustments. Take a big inhale. Exhale, cartwheel the hands to the mat. Plank posture, gaze forward, right leg lifts is the option. Shift forward, lower down, strong, low hold. Nice other inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. So that leg lift into chaturanga is just an offering. Make sure you're not collapsing. It's a great way to develop strength in the body. Left side, inhale, left leg up and back. Exhale, step the left foot forward. Drop the back heel and inhale the arms out, back, and up. Palms touch. Good. So just make sure there's a little angle on the back foot. That way, we don't want the foot parallel to the back edge of the mat. When we have the right toes pointing forward a little bit, it gives us more access to driving the right hip forward and left hip back. There we go. Lovely. Core is strong. Feel like you're lengthening your tailbone down toward the floor. You heard me already. Lean back just a bit. There it is. So we're looking for shoulders over hips. Sometimes we lean forward or lean back. It's just finding that alignment in the body, just noticing where you might feel some length when you get aligned or where you need to get just a little bit stronger, right? It's all about finding that alignment, letting your body just sort of respond, maintaining the integrity of the posture. Looks great. Firm up the back legs, square off the hips again. And again, shoulders pull down the back, but squeeze the arms straight. Try to be mindful not to bend your elbows as we move through. Take a big inhale. And exhale, open directly into your warrior two. Very nice. Good. Beautiful, long, powerful posture. Just feel your strength here. A strong base, fabulous. Feeling the heels hug in so you feel a support, not just resting in your hips right now, right? Not resting in the joints. Keep that back leg squeezing straight, fabulous, good. Feel the outer hips hugging in, nice. And then make sure your arms are parallel to the floor, so back arm lifts just a bit, mat, and then feel the arms stretch in opposite directions, just stable, steady, present with yourself. Take the inhale. And exhale, cartwheel the hands to the mat, plank pose, left leg lifts as the option. Shift forward, lower down, strong, low hold. Up dog. And downward facing dog. Good. So I often offer breath cues as we move through, just to kind of keep us bobbing along. But if you feel like you kind of lose touch with it throughout the class at various moments, it doesn't really matter. Just come back to it as soon as you notice. Big part of our practice is coming back to breath, coming back to posture, coming back to the present moment as many times as it takes. Going through a chair pose. Inhale, bend the knees, push the hips back, look forward. Exhale, step, jump, or float between the hands to fold. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Right into it. Inhale, chair pose, hips down, arms up. And exhale, forward fold, let it go. Halfway lift. Exhale, palms flat, plank pose, shift forward, lower down, strong, low hold. Inhale up. And exhale, downward facing dog. So this is flow yoga. Power yoga is flow, right? So start to feel how these postures just link together with breath, warrior one to warrior two. Inhale the right leg up. Exhale, step the right foot forward. Back heel drops. Inhale, rise, warrior one. Exhale, open directly, warrior two. It just keeps it so simple, right? Moving with breath. Those nice clean transitions. Turn the palms up to the ceiling and reach forward right into your own reflection. Yes, good, excellent. Staying present with yourself, keeping your chin kind of right over your right shoulder. Good. Feeling that shoulder open up just a bit more, then reverse the posture. Scrape the ceiling with the right hand. Yes. That left hand just sliding down the left leg, creating that compression for left side body. Very similar to Bikram's half moon in terms of that side body opening. Good. And when you're gazing at past the inside of your bicep, it just helps you find the stretch into your rib cage. Take the inhale. Exhale, cartwheel the hands to the mat. Plank pose. Let's pause here, finding your supported side plank. Gaze down. Left hand comes underneath left shoulder. Drop your left knee below your left hip. Rotate right sole foot onto the floor. And right arm reaches up to the sky. Yes. Good. Nice. Keeping your gaze at one point. Feeling that focus in the room. And just noticing your body. Of course, there's body weight into the floor, but try and get as light as possible. Just reaching up, creating space. And then advance it. Reach the right arm forward so it's parallel to the floor. Lift the right leg, otherwise maintaining your base. So just doing one of those two things. Gaze is up. Nice work. Flexing the right ankle. Great work. There you go. Stay right in it. Beautiful, Catherine. Right foot down. Extend the right hand back up. Keep lifting. See if that left hand wants to come up to fingertips or come to heart center. You're invited to slide the right foot back just an inch or two to make that happen. Gaze is up. Good. You want a little bit more, the right hand can meet the left. If you want a little bit more, your arms can start to reach forward. Left arm, right arm. Just take a moment to find your depth. Nice. Hands back into prayer if you reached forward. Still gazing up. Reach down, reach up. Left hand's on the floor. And then rotate the right hand back down. Take a moment in your plank pose. Take that strong moment here. Gaze forward. Take your inhale. Shift forward, lower down, strong, low, hold. Up dog. To downward facing dog. Good. Love being able to hear that strong breath in the room. Back to gaze. There we go. Left side, 1 to 2. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, step the left foot forward. Drop the back heel. Inhale to your warrior 1. Arms up. Exhale, open warrior 2. Left foot forward. Arms come down parallel to the floor. Switch sides. Good. Coming down into the posture. Other switch sides. Good. Flip the palms up to the ceiling and reach your upper body forward over your left leg. Keeping your arms stretching open in opposite directions. These look great. Stay low and reverse your posture. I want to switch sides if you want. Switch sides. Okay, opening over left side. Just stay with it. Beautiful. Good. I love it. Just in the moment. Just reach back. Stretch back. Create that huge opening for your left side body here. Good. Gazing up. Nice, everybody. Keep your back leg really strong. Keep your core strong. Reach back just a tiny bit more. Take a big inhale. And exhale. Cartwheel the hands to the mat. Plank. Hold your plank. Supported side plank. Yes. Right hand underneath right shoulder. Drop the right knee below right hip. Rotate left sole foot onto the floor. Yes. So even here, thinking about taking a straight left arm directly up to the ceiling. It all seems kind of minor, but we want to kind of minimize any wasted effort, any wasted motion. Even just gazing away from a moment, right? That's also wasted effort. Just coming into it as cleanly as possible. You're going to advance it, go for it, reach the left arm forward, lift the left leg, and again, just find that commitment. Good. Nice. We do lots of versions of side plank in this class. But the first one on the ground gives us opportunity for the variations. Good, Matt. Try and flex your left ankle a little bit more. Lift it up. Good. Then left foot down, left hand back up to the sky. Then bringing your right hand up to heart center or fingertips, or just staying where you are is just fine. Just make sure you're feeling that lift up out of the waistline. Yes. Good. If you did lift your hand to heart center and you did on the other side, bring your left hand to meet the right. Always taking it step by step. Arms can reach forward. Nice, Alana. Beautiful. Rotating the rib cage open. Good. Keep that back leg really strong. Left quadricep engaged. Good. If you reach your arms forward, come back through a prayer. The gaze is still up. Reach the right hand back to the mat. Left arm to the sky. And rotate the left hand down. Great holds. Find your plank. Big inhale. Exhale, shift forward, lower down, strong, low hold. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, roll over the toes, back to downward facing dog. Great work. Back to breath, back to gaze. Let's just reconnect with that flow. Last chair pose. Inhale, bend the knees, shift the back, hips back, look forward. Exhale, step or jump between the hands to fold, just with the breath. Half lift. Forward fold. Chair pose. And forward fold. Half lift, inhale. Exhale, palms flat, plank pose, gaze forward, shift forward, lower down, low hold, beautiful work. Up dog. And downward facing dog. Your breath is your guide. Stay with it. Start balancing on one foot here, just moving into it from a warrior 1 to a warrior 3 with flow here. Inhale your right leg up and back. Exhale, step the right foot forward, drop your back heel. Inhale, rise, get your best warrior 1 here, hips square, keep your biceps against your head. Warrior 3, shift the weight to the right leg, push off the back leg, body and leg, come parallel to the floor. Looking good, looking good. Open up the arms, gaze down at the mat. Good, you're welcome to bring your hands behind the back, otherwise staying right here. Back to airplane pose. Warrior 3 pose, and step back lightly to your warrior 1. Hips are square. Big inhale. Exhale, open warrior 2. Good. Then just straighten your front right leg, turning your gaze over to this side of the room. Bring your heels in, toes out, hands at prayer, and then just sitting down into our hips today. Try to make sure your kneecaps are tracking over your toes as much as you can. Doesn't matter how low you come, just start to feel some space in your hips. You can actually slide left to right just a little bit, feeling your weight equally distributed. So just notice. Try not to favor one foot over the other, so just finding center here. Good. Make sure you're not leaning forward, so tuck the tailbone. You're welcome to bring your arms up if that feels like a better challenge for you. Good. And then just lower your hips down, and then squeeze your buns, squeeze your heels to lift back up. Good, and then lower down. Good, and lift. Try not to lift too much, though. Lower down. Good, and lift. Lower down. I lost count. And lift. One more time. Lower down. Good, stay down here. Stay down here. If you'd like, pulse down for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands in prayer. Straighten the legs. Turn your back foot so it's parallel to the back edge of the mat. Turn your right toes forward. Warrior 2. Just bend your front knee, coming right back in to posture. Looking good. Flip the palms, reach forward, reverse for an inhale. And exhale, cartwheel the hands down to the mat. Plank pose, gaze forward, shift forward, lower down, low hold. Upward facing dog. And downward facing dog. Perfect work. So just again, just nice and simple. Back to gaze, back to breath. It's always staying in control of the breath. That's our goal. If you feel like you lose touch with that, so simple. Just take a rest, rejoin us. Again, always finding that ease. 1 to 3 on the left. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, step the left foot forward, drop the back heel. Inhale, get your warrior 1, commit to it. Warrior 3, shift the weight to the left leg, push off the back leg, body and leg parallel. Nice elbow, it's great alignment, beautiful. Keep that back leg lifted and strong. We moved right through it on the other side. So just gaze down, open up the arms. Bring your hands behind the back if you choose. Notice what's happening with that standing leg. Keep it grounded, pushing down through the big toe. Keep the back leg lifted, back to airplane pose. Bring the gaze forward. Warrior 3, palms connected. And step back lightly. Warrior 1. Good. Inhale. Exhale, open, big warrior 2. Good. Do the same thing on this side. Just go ahead and straighten your legs. Heels in, toes out, hands at prayer. Go ahead and then just sit down into your hips here again. Now, if you'd like, you can bring your toes up. If you want, you can bring your front toes up, your left toes up first. Good. You can bring your arms up overhead and just pulsing down and lifting, switching sides with each round, pulsing down and lifting, pulsing down and lifting. Good. down, and lift. We have one more. If you can, lift both heels up, pulse down, or rather keep yourself down here. Then pulse down for 10, 9, 8, good. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This time straightening the legs, hands of prayer. Bring your heels out, toes in, stretch your arms aside, take a big inhale. And then exhale, just swan dive forward. You can bring your hands to the floor underneath your face, or go ahead and cup your heels, just like the Bikram practice. Tip the weight forward, gaze down at the floor, between your toes, between your heels. The key to this posture is to try to have a grip. Unless you have your hands on the floor, your hands are gripping the legs in some way, shape, or form. Then engage your quadriceps and tip the weight forward into the balls of the feet as you stretch your belly button down toward the floor, elongating the spine. Good. Then release the grip, open up the arms. Lift right back up on an inhale. Nice work, everybody. Make sure your back foot is parallel to the mat. Bring your left toes forward. Bend your front left knee, just returning to your warrior two. Good. Flip the palms. Reach the upper body forward. Reverse for a big inhale. And exhale, cartwheel the hands to the mat, plank. Shift forward, lower down, low hold, up dog. And downward facing dog, right back to your breath, right back to your gaze. Everyone's doing great today. You know, I just like to do this knee to nose, mostly for the breath exercise. Of course, the core work helps along here. Inhale your right leg up and back. Exhale, knee to nose, curl the body forward. Inhale, right leg up and back. Exhale, knee to right elbow, give it a little tap. Then inhale, right leg up and back. Exhale, knee over to left elbow. Good. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale to the nose. Inhale, right leg up and back. Exhale, over to the right. Inhale, right leg up. And exhale, over to the left. Make the contact. Good. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, triangle pose. Step the right foot up between the hands. Drop your back left foot onto the mat at an angle. Right leg straighten. Take a hold of your right ankle or shin. Reach up with the left hand, and gaze is up. Everybody's doing great. You're doing awesome. It's a game of Twister in the beginning, right? Just where do we go? Where do I put my feet? But once you find yourself in the posture, try to just notice what the posture is kind of doing for you. Yeah, engage your quads. Gaze is up. Just elongating your spine. And again, just really keeping your breath in and out through the nose. If you need that extra challenge, the bottom right hand lifts to heart center, just like we did a little earlier. Left hand can meet the right. Good. Just keep the chest lifted. Your arms can reach forward, but please don't feel obligated to do these variations. These are just offerings for you to notice where your edge is, where your work is today. Good. If your arms extended, back to prayer. Find your triangle pose. Reach down, reach up. Good, then rotate the left hand down toward the floor. For a reverse triangle pose, we're going to step the left heel a little closer towards the right heel. And then square off the hip. So the right hip moves back, the left hip moves forward, the back flattens out, and then we take a hold of the right ankle with the left hand, tuck the shoulder underneath the body, and extend the right arm up to the sky. This is a bear of a posture. Stability is in the depth. Nice work, everybody. Flatten out the back just a little bit more. Reach the tailbone toward the back of the room. Rotate the right hand down. Give yourself a little forward fold here. Why not, right? Relax your head, relax your face. Give your hamstring a little moment here. Good. Then flatten out the back, gaze in front of your big toe. With a soft bend in the right knee, tiny bend, shift the weight forward, then lift and take off. Airplane pose. You're going to be on that standing leg for a moment. If you'd like, you can open up to your half moon pose. Just stay focused. Keep your gaze at the mat. Everybody's doing great. Back to airplane pose. Great work. Now stay with me. Keep looking at the floor. Sweep your left knee up in toward your chest without touching the floor if you can. Interlace your hands in front of your left knee. Just take a moment to find your gaze in the front mirror. If you came out, just join us here. And if you feel like your work is here, awesome, stay here. Bring your right hand to your right hip. If you'd like, that left hand can slide down and hook your left toe. Keep in mind, we usually start this posture on the opposite side, so it might feel a little funny to your body. Extend the left heel forward if you have the toe. Go ahead, try not to draw the left shoulder forward. Open up the left hip, reaching the left leg out to the side. Fabulous. Hips are square, chest is lifted. Good. Then just bring the gaze back, bring the leg back to center. Bring the knee in for a base, so we're meeting in a base posture. The next posture is an airplane pose. Gaze down, sweep the left leg back, arms out to the side. It's just a little challenge to the balance. Warrior one is your next posture. Left foot connects to the mat. Arms are overhead. Big inhale. And exhale, open to your last warrior two on this side. Good, taking up space. Notice where your hips want you to go. Notice if there's a little bit more depth. These look great. Just nice and clean, straight arms, side angle pose, hinge at the hips, bring your right elbow inside the right knee, left arm up to the sky. Bend your front knee. Yes, beautiful. And then feel that hip opener here, right? So you want to feel your hips kind of move toward the side, opening up through the chest, and then taking it into a bind or a half bind if it serves you. Nice, beautiful, Corey. Good. You are going for that full bind. Think about drawing your hips over to the left side of the room, lifting your chest up off the thigh, gazing up. Nice work. Good. Open up the arms. I love it. Right back up to a warrior two. There it is. Strong, stable, arms stretching. Find your gaze. Big inhale. And exhale, cartwheel the hands to the mat. Plank. Gaze forward. Shift forward, lower down, low, hold. Up dog. And downward facing dog. Reconnect to the breath. Wherever you are in the room, find your breath in and out through the nose. And if that is impossible, rest until you can, right? So just find your breath here and use this knee to nose to help you find that long, smooth, connected flow. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, left leg up and back. Exhale, knee to the left elbow. Inhale, left leg up and back. Exhale, knee over to the right elbow. Nice work. Inhale, left leg up and back. Exhale, knee to the nose. Curl the body forward. Good. Inhale, left leg up and back. Exhale, knee to left elbow. Give it a touch. Give it a tap. Good. Inhale up. Exhale over to the right. Good. Then inhale, left leg up and back. Triangle pose. Step the left foot lightly up between the hands. Drop back, heel drops. Good. Both legs straight and take a hold of your left ankle with your left hand, right arm up to the sky. I love to do core work, but I want you to really find the core work in these postures as well. That's part of it, right? We want to feel our core is supporting these postures and be able to access those muscles. So get your base firm first. So quads engaged, buttons engaged, right hips just kind of down and forward, spine's elongating. And then notice, if you did bring your hand to heart center, do so here, left hand to heart center, but just feel how your core is supporting that. Yes, spine is long. Good. The right hand can meet the left. And if you do extend your arms forward, don't compromise anything from the shoulders down at all. Just long, lifted through the core. These all look great. If you extend it, bring your hands of prayer. The gaze is still up. Triangle pose, reach down, reach up. Rotate the right hand down. Good. Shorten up the stance. Just enough to get your hips square. Getting the distance between your feet in this posture is a big part of it, right? Because you want to actively get your right hip forward, left hip back, and feel like you could put a glass of water on your sacrum. And then flatten out your back. And when you take a hold of your left ankle with your right hand, tuck your shoulder underneath the body as you extend the left arm up to the sky. Yes, very good. Beautiful. Nice long, flat spine. It's a tricky pose. Keep the chest lifted. There it is. Then rotate the left hand down. Same thing here, just a little forward fold that serves you over the left leg. Maybe your hands are on the shin or on the floor. Head relaxed, jaw relaxed. Good, then flatten out the back, gaze in front of your big toe. Shift the weight forward, lift and take off, airplane pose. Arms up, leg up, gaze is at the mat. Half moon pose, lead with the right hip. Find that alignment, nice doris opening all the way into it. That's it, beautiful, that's the right work. Back to airplane pose, keep the gaze at the floor. And then slowly start to stand up, sweeping the right knee into the chest, interlace your hands in front of the knee, and then lift the gaze into the front mirror. And if that was a lot, just join us here, no big deal. Left hand connects to the left hip. If you did it on your side, hook your big toe with peace fingers of the right hand. Extend the right heel forward if you do have the toe. Open up to the right with the right hand. Just take the same variation you did on the other side. Switch the gaze if you did. Beautiful, nice. Stay grounded through the big toe. Gaze to center, leg to center. Meet in a base today. Bring the right heel in if you have the toe. Then sweep back to airplane pose. It's just a transition, but find your best version. Arms open, leg back, step back lightly. Warrior one. Inhale. Open warrior two. Side angle. Hinge at the hips, gaze up. Just feel the strength of your base. Feel your hips nice and open. Go ahead and bind if it serves you, half bind or full bind. One of the ways to know what's healthy for you in terms of the bind, half bind, full bind, if you want, you can just keep your arms open as well. Just make sure you're getting the benefit of opening up through the upper right part of your chest into your right shoulder joint. You feel a little deeper stretch into the hips, elongating the spine wherever you are. If you bound, open the arms. Back to warrior two, right into it. Whew, looks good. Big inhale. And exhale, cartwheel, hands to the mat. Gaze forward, shift forward, lower down, low hold. Up dog. And downward facing dog. Simple. Right down dog. Take a moment here. Just feel that stretch. And the harder we work, more important it is to just stay connected to that ease. We always want a little push and a little bit of ease. Each and every part of the class until we find our dead pose. So right now in your down dog, find that strong integrity in the pose. But just take a big inhale. Nice slow exhale. You can just hold a down dog if you choose. If you'd like to do a lunge pose, just move with the breath. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, step the right foot up by your right hand, this time coming up on the ball of the left foot, and inhale into your lunge, arms forward and up at shoulder width apart. That inhale just brings you right on up. Good, yes, I love it. So if you're looking at your posture head on, just make sure your feet aren't in one straight line. Make sure your feet are actually hip width apart. Then bring your hands at prayer, heart center. Spine long, revolve to the right, and then hinge at the hips. Bring left elbow outside of right knee. Arms open if you need a little more, otherwise just maintaining your base. Bind if you need that extra little bit for the upper spine and neck, keeping your hips centered, back legs strong. Yes, and beautiful alignment. If you did bind, open up the arms. For your twist, right back up to center. Drive through the right heel, just lift the chest up. Great work, arms up, inhale. Exhale, hands to the mat. Let's hold our plank pose here. Now find our full side plank. Gaze down, left hand underneath left shoulder. Stack the right foot on top of the left or do the supported version of the posture. Try to do what's good for you. If you're crossing your big toes looking for your balance, flare your toes back. If you'd like to advance it, feel free. You can sizzle the right leg up. This is a challenging posture, that side plank. Strong core engagement here to maintain the alignment. Just practice your version of it. Beautiful. Keep your gaze at one point and breathe. If you lifted the right leg, just bring it on down. Rotate the right hand down. Find yourself in a plank pose. Feel your strength. Big inhale. Shift forward, lower down, second to last chaturanga. Good, then inhale, up dog. Where's that breath? Exhale, roll over the toes. Downward facing dog. Good. Again, in your down dog, just take a big inhale. Slow exhale. Inhale, left leg up and back. Exhale, step the left foot forward, heighten the ball of the right foot. Inhale into your lunge. Use that breath in. There it is. If you're resting, great, own it. If you're doing a variation, fantastic. But just really stay connected to this moment. Hands of prayer, heart center, gaze is still forward. Then spin your whole upper body to the left and hinge at the hips, right up outside left knee. What an important posture for all the muscles up and down our spine into our upper back. Your core is strong. Again, if you need more, the arms open wide. But if you are going for these deeper variations, make sure you're traveling up the spine. If your hips start to wiggle, you've gone too far. Bind if you bound on the other side. Moving up the spine. So the bind should just be those last vertebrae, cervical vertebrae, staying with it right here. If you bound, open up. Prayer twist. Right back up to center. You got it. Arms up. Inhale. Exhale. Hands to the mat. Plank pose. Hold the plank. Whole side plank. Opposite side. Right hand underneath right shoulder. Stack left foot on top of right. So just notice, personally, I find this extremely challenging no matter how long I do it. I find advancing it actually makes it a little tiny bit easier. So those of you holding the base, great work. If you want to advance it, go ahead. It's also challenging in a different way. But just own it, right? Wherever you are, lots of strength developing right now. Just keep your gaze at one point. Breathe. If you lifted the left leg, just bring it down neatly. Great control. Rotate the left hand down. Stay with it, right? If you're resting, great. But stay with it. If you're in the plank, own it. Take a big inhale. Exhale, shift forward. Care about this chaturanga here. Good. Then inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, roll over the toes. It's a downward facing dog. Good. Nice work. Let's just use our breath to come to our feet. Just one balancing posture today. Inhale, bend the knees, push the hips back, look forward. Exhale, step or jump between the hands to fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Fold on the exhale. One more time, half lift, inhale. Fold, exhale. Bend to standing. Inhale the arms with a flat back, arms out, back up, look up, palms connect. Hands through prayer, heart center, gaze is forward. Mountain pose, arms relaxed. Gaze between the eyes, nice and simple. Standing bow pulling pose, left arm up to the sky, right elbow, right hip, palm is facing up. Try to keep your gaze between your eyes for both sides and even in between. Bend the right knee, take a hold of the foot from the inside. Good. Once you have the knees together and you're reaching up, already feel your shoulders opening up, that right shoulder back, left shoulder forward. Then inhale, reach up. And exhale, kick the right shoulder back. Kick into the right hand to draw the right shoulder back. And then the left arm must reach forward. The more you kick, the more you reach. The more you reach, the more you kick. Just stay on it right here. Beautiful work. Gaze is right between the eyes and it stays there. As you exit, reach up. Stay connected here, knees together. Keep your gaze between your eyes as you come back to your mountain pose and use your breath to give yourself that little break. Right arm up to the sky, palm is forward. Great work. Left elbow, left hip, palm is up. Present with your practice. Bend the left knee, take a hold of the foot from the inside. Knees together. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, kick back. So get very energized to that right arm. Reach it forward. Excellent work. The kick is on, the reach is on. I'm much less interested in the depth of your posture. Much more interested in the consistency of your kicking and reaching in opposite directions. Beautiful. That's the commitment to the pose. Stay with it right here. Stay right on that edge. Keep the gaze between the eyes as you lift back up to your base. Knees together. Reach up. Please find a mountain pose. Feet together. Gaze forward. Taking that round of breath. Beautiful work today. Take a little bow to yourself on the way down if you choose. Sip of water if you choose. Dead pose. Legs long, arms aside. Rest of the class is on the floor. Try and flip around so your feet are facing the back of the room, head to the front of the room. I invite you to close your eyes if they're not, as long as you're comfortable. It's hard and then it's done, right? Hard and then it's done. So try not to carry one energy into the next. Right now you're on the floor, resting, breathing, not a thing to do. My only real encouragement is to continue to bring your attention back to your breath, away from thought and into the space between the thoughts. You can feel it in the room. All practicing our own version of finding a little bit of stillness. Just know that the version you have, it's perfect work. Just stay with it. Stay curious about that space. For the rest of the class, we just turn our energy on and then right back off. So in your dead pose right now, just take a big inhale. Nice slow exhale. Exactly. Keeping your body nice and still, just open your eyes, come back to the room. Like I said, on and off today. Feet together, flex at the ankles, link the thumbs, inhale the arms up. Exhale, double exhale as you lift up and then dive for the toes. Give yourself that moment of forward fold. Good. And spinal strengthening series, roll over onto your belly. You got this. You got it. Short and sweet. You all know that I tend to teach a little bit of a shorter spinal strengthening series for a number of reasons. But right now, I just want you to focus on your Cobra's Child. This is direct from the Bikram practice for the most part. Hands underneath the shoulders, all 5 fingers nice and tight together. I want you to really work on the Cobra's Tail today. Just squeeze them, commit to it. Lock the legs, exhale. And on the inhale, lift the upper body up off the mat without putting weight in the lower, into your hands rather. Just push down through the toes. Make sure your feet are on the mat, yes. Yes, no weight in the hands. Grip the buns, grip the legs together, look up. Nice and line, lower on down, arms aside, gaze right. Left ear's on the mat. Try to relax entirely, so make sure your arms are at your side. Nice, Jess. Arms are your side in between, otherwise you're just holding tension, right? Arms relaxed, see? Yeah, I know. Then gaze over to the right, left ear on the mat. This is the whole idea, right? Is we work hard, and then we release. Work hard here. Chin on the mat. Now set up that same posture. So hands underneath the shoulders. Exactly. Then slide your hands now so that they're back closer to your hips. So slide your hands back. Yes. And then lock your legs. Squeeze your legs together. Exhale. And on the inhale, lift the chest and the legs. This time you will put weight on the hands. Yep, legs as well. Beautiful. Yes. So just getting the muscles of the middle back to work here. Good. Get the shoulder heads to lift. There it is. Pushing down into the hands. Fabulous. Squeezing the legs. Then lower on down. Gaze is left, right ear's on the mat. Work hard, then let it go. You good? Finding a nice big belly breath. Yes, in and out. Beautiful. Skipping Bikram Shalabhasana, chin is on the mat now. Bring your arms behind the back if you can. Interlace your hands. Try to just move with the dialogue. It simplifies things. Make sure you look forward before you do anything. Yeah, I don't want to kink the neck here. Then straighten the arms, palms together. Lift the hands up. Lock the legs. Exhale. Cobra's tail still. And on the inhale, lift the chest and the legs. Good. And you're in it. But are you breathing? You got to breathe in these postures, in and out. It might be shallow breath, but it's a regular breath. Arms right out to the side like airplane wings. Feel your strength getting higher with each round. Nice work. Good. Then gaze forward, bring your arms forward to shoulder width. Now separating feet to hip width. Palms are facing each other. Elbows are locking up. Breathing, breathing, locking everything out. Then coming on down. Arms aside, gaze right. Left ear on the mat. Gazing right, left ear on the mat to relax the head, relax the jaw. I know I say it a lot, but I find this is one of the most important skills I take from my practice into my life. Put your energy into something when you really need to. Give it your all, and then give yourself permission to be done when it's done. Let it go. Let's put our all into our floor bow, chin on the mat, bend the knees, take a hold of the feet from the outside. We're just doing one set of our floor bow. Your alignment is way more important than the depth. So get your knees about 6 inches apart. Yes, hold on to the feet about 2 inches below the toes. Push down through the abdomen. Exhale, keep the weight forward. Inhale into the posture. The kick is on, the gaze is up. Good. Beautiful. Again, the depth, much less relevant than you just finding that kick, the opening of the chest. Try to keep the gaze forward. If you can lift it, it helps you find that opening. Find your glute strength. Kick into your hands one more time. And then lower on down. Gaze to the left, right ear on the mat. Just let that go. Nice work. For your back release, just push back to a child's pose through an all fours position. Pushing the hips back, knees wide, toes touch behind you. Nice big inhale. And exhale. Good. Then coming back through an all fours position. We're just going to make our way up to the knees. We've got 2 back bends and cool down to go. So ready for your camel pose. We wait until the end of class so our body's nice and warm for it. Knees 6 inches apart, hands on the low back, fingertips down, thumbs on the outside. Please get the sensation of gently scooping your hips. Please push your hips gently forward and look back and open through your heart space. Make sure you're supporting your back. Like there's a shower rod underneath the tips of your shoulder blades. That's what you want to lift up and over. And if you can maintain that arc, then and only then, reaching back right hand to right heel, left hand to left heel. Complete correct alignment here is heel of the hands with heel of the foot, fingers with the toes, full palm to sole grip, hips forward, chest lifted, hips forward, chest lifted. Nice work. Keep the arc in the spine as you bring your hands to the low back, and then rise up one vertebra at a time with head as the last to stack. Beautiful. Sit hips back to heels. Turn around. Dead pose. Give yourself this dead pose. It's really helpful. Really helpful after a big back bend. You're doing it. You're doing great. The challenge is a given in this room. It's always going to be hard, no matter how many classes you do, how much time you take off, whether you're here every day. How you relate to your challenge. This is your yoga practice, right? We don't want to just push through, grit it out. We want to stay very mindful about surfing that edge, taking breaks when we need, just really letting go as much of that inner chatter as we can. Letting it go. Again, coming back to breath and the integrity of your posture, right? That's going to help you stay anchored right here, right now. You can find your biggest back bend. If it's another camel pose, you can sit up and turn around, do that posture. Otherwise, it's a wheel pose or a bridge pose. Bend your knees. Place your feet flat on the floor. This is your last big major power posture of your class. Your body's ready. Good. Tuck your tailbone. Drive your hips up if you're in bridge or wheel. Good. Yeah. You have your arms at your side. For a bridge, I highly recommend using the arms just a little bit. Yeah, exactly. It helps you get that arc in the upper body, upper chest. Come for it. Yay. There it is. If you're in wheel pose, it's that strong drive into the legs, into the heels. Yes, nice, Sean. Good adjustment. Good. And if you are coming out of wheel, make sure to tuck your chin, no weight on the head. Walk it out, then round down. Bridge your wheel, round your spine down. Nice. Dead pose, legs long, arms aside. Make sure you have a neutral spine first before anything else. And then give yourself the back release you need. Bring your knees into your chest. Give yourself a little hug. Roll around on your spine. If you want to squeeze in a little happy baby, it's a great place to get that strong splinting of your spine into the floor. Then rock your hips above your shoulders. Extend your legs into the air for your shoulder stand pose. So next posture, our legs will be up into the air nice and straight for shoulder stand. Come on into it, Natalia. Shoulder stand, or it can be on your back with your legs into the air. That's also a version of this posture. But I'd like to see everybody's toes to the sky. This is going to give you energy for the rest of your day. Making sure it's healthy for you. Good. Try to walk your hands up your back a little bit. See if you can lengthen your spine, like with your hands. Feel like you're sort of massaging length into the back. Yes, and keep that length as you hinge at the hips and bring the toes over your head toward the floor. This is your plow pose. Toes touch the floor over your head. That's the direction we're going. If they don't touch, it doesn't matter. Just looking for, yes, little heart closer here. Bringing all your energy back into your own space. All the good stuff. And just round down, connect one vertebra after the next, after the last rather, just coming down one at a time, nice and controlled. Yes, exactly. Let's twist it out. Left leg long, right knee into the chest. Give it a hug. You did it. Let's twist it out. Bring your right knee across your body to the left side with your left hand. Right arm out to the right. Twisting it out. There you go. Take a moment here. Yeah, just give yourself that nice opening. Bring your right knee back into the chest. Just give it that hug, a little squeeze. And just release it down. Squeeze the left knee in towards the left shoulder. Using your right hand, guide it down to the right side. Left arm out to the left. Stay with the breath. There it is. And then right back to center. Bring the left knee in. Bring both knees in. Squeeze up, forehead to the knees if you choose. Take a big inhale. And exhale, release into your dead pose. Legs long, arms aside. Body soft, body still. Close your eyes and just give yourself this moment. You did work hard for it. Same thing here. I encourage you to bring your attention to your breath, the space between your breaths, space between the thoughts. Really find that dead pose all together. Take a big inhale all the way up. And let it go. Absolutely beautiful work in here. Always stay here just as long as you need. Be mindful of others as you get up. Such an honor and pleasure to be here in the room with all of you. Thank you for sharing your energy, your practice. Have a wonderful rest of your Friday. Namaste.